Hey, how's everybody doing? My name's Coupe and I'm back, and this is some more Rust experimental branch gameplay. Oh my god, look at the menu. There's an animated bear menu now, and it's pretty cool. So this is the new loadout on like actually how you're gonna join servers and stuff. And I don't know if you noticed, it was so quick, but there's a add to favorites and remove from favorites list. So you can actually add and remove favorites. They added the ability that you can gather from trees, which is normal, but the trees actually disappear when the tree is been like gathered from completely. So there's no wood left in the tree, and the tree actually disappears, which is really cool. There's still wood nodes. There's no more ore and sulfur nodes and stone nodes. There's just the wood nodes, but that's because you can only really gather wood right now in the experimental branch. But they've added a whole bunch of new features. They brought the grass back. And at the moment, I don't know if you can turn it off because I was worried that it was going to be too strainful on the computer on my system, but on my PC. But for some reason, it's not that bad at all. It's nothing like Rust in the regular game. So they've definitely found some sort of way to make the grass not as stressful on your computer. The only way to notice, again, like before, what you've gathered wood-wise is by moving the wood or interacting with the wood in your inventory in some way, by moving it, splitting it, whatever. So the game looks good. This is the new hammer, and these are the foundations. And when you're actually building foundations, they cost wood. And from what I've noticed, if you destroy something, you get wood back. So if you make a whole bunch of foundations and then destroy them, you're going to get some of the wood back. I don't know if you get all the wood back, but when I noticed is you get all the wood back from making the wood outline, what would you call that? The foundation frame. The foundation frame. Perfect, I got it. The foundation frame. So you got to place down a foundation frame by putting a foundation in your inventory. Costs wood every time you place one down. It's really minimal. It's like 8 wood. And then you have to use the hammer to also make the foundation on top of that. So I'll be showing you that right now. So you just hit the foundation with the hammer and it produces it because it already knows what you want to do because you've already placed down the framing. A hammer tool looks really cool. I like the fact that they're doing this because then people can't just like carry a whole bunch of inventory of a building and then instantly put it down and then they have a base up before you can interact with them. I think that's bullshit. This is definitely better. It's not like it's going to take too long that it's not, it's going to be, not fun to make a base, but at least it takes some time to actually make a base. So at the moment in the experimental branch, you can only make foundations. He has shown the ability to make walls and stuff, but it's not in yet. We can't make walls just yet. We can only make, I got trapped in the foundation. You can only make the foundations right now, but it's still pretty cool. You can make like all sorts of designs and stuff. I basically ended up making like a huge platform. I made it like, it was like a dance floor. Obviously the final product of the foundations isn't going to look like this weird gray grid paper. The hammer does no damage to people, as I can see, but you can still chop off somebody's wee-wee with the making them splatter blood with the pickaxe. So there's still a little bit of PvP going on, and it has its fun moments. I love the fact that they're showing blood splatter from where you're injured, which is really awesome. So that way say you're not sure if you hit somebody or whatnot, and you can see the blood splatter, or if you're not sure if somebody else hit them and already wounded them, but you can see blood splattering coming out from them, so you know that they're wounded. At the moment right now, the regeneration is too fast for you to really die from anything. You're basically just, unless you get somebody who's standing still and you can hit them like 6 or 7 times in a row, then you can kill somebody, but the regeneration right now is too fast. They're not trying to do the PvP thing right now. This is just to mess around with the new things that they're adding. They have added the bone knife, because you need bone fragments, and that I'm assuming that's one of the things you're gonna be gathering from animals now is bone fragments, and you can use the bone fragments for making weapons. Now the cool thing is that some of this is speculation. So they're coming up with designs for new outfits at the moment. So instead of just gathering, I think, cloth, I think there's going to be like more of a like a pelt. You're gathering pelts from the animals, and then you can use those pelts to make specific things. You can make regular clothing or specific types of clothing. I don't know. That's a theory, but they do have a bone. You can design the bone. You can craft a bone knife right now, but because you can't gather bone fragments, you can't actually craft one because there's no animals in the game right now. It's just people. So they took out for some reason they either modified the way to place foundations at the moment, and then it kind of like removed. It's not like before where I could actually place down a fireplace, campfire, and design my fireplace house. I can't do that anymore. They have made it so you can see the bow now, but you can't make arrows because you can't gather stones. So you can't really do anything with the arrow, but you can see it. You can't see the pistol. They haven't still made the new animation for the pistol, or they have and they just haven't implemented yet. So you can't actually hold a pistol, but even if you could, there'd be no ammo. So you wouldn't be able to actually like make any ammo for it. This is really cool. They made it so that you can destroy foundations with a pickaxe or a hatchet. Now I'm assuming that if there was pillars and walls, you would have to destroy up and down. So you'd have to destroy like the wall, then the pillars, and then you could destroy the foundations. That's a theory as well, but I think that's how it should go. I don't think you should be able to just destroy somebody's foundation after they've made a huge base, go underneath the wall if they got a foundation that's really tall, and then like get inside the base. That would just be stupid. You'd have to. I think that you could probably destroy walls at any point. It's gonna make it so that you're going to really want to have a metal base, and a hatchet won't do anything to metal. So if they are going to do that, they got to make metal maybe cost more to make a metal base, but everybody already has the knowledge of making it. That's what I think. Because then that way, anybody can... I was trying to repair it. Apparently you can repair the foundations as well, but at this moment it's not working. So you're supposed to be able to repair it with your hammer or destroy it with any type of melee tool. I don't think you're going to be able to use... I don't think you're going to be able to use like weapons to destroy foundations and stuff. Explosives, obviously, like, but I don't think you'll be able to use weapons like to destroy somebody's foundation or walls from a range by just shooting it. But we'll see. If they don't fix the bow and arrow glitch where the bow and arrow can destroy anything that a melee tool can, then you might be able to use the bow and arrow to destroy walls and pillars and foundations when that time comes, when the game... but they're constantly adding new things, and it's always worth to check it out just every once in a while to go check out the new branch and the experimental branch and check out the new things that they've added and stuff. Because they've definitely changed a few things since I've come on. Like the trees now disappear, the grass is back. There's the hammer, the new foundation thing that they've added, which is really cool. I like that you can destroy them. I like this idea. I like where they're going with this. Because before, you needed explosives to raid somebody's base, and now they're kind of like giving that option to anybody. Even it can be good, it can be bad. I don't know. This is my new friend. I made a friend on this thing. He started building foundations. I wasn't going to attack him. I was just coming up to say hello, and then he started building, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I put down the foundation frames, if he'll just add on to them. So I was like, sweet, I'll just put them down and see if he... And he ended up did. So we built this little foundation. I want to say base. I wish you could like put the foundations on top of each other, and then you'd have like 4 feet or 8 feet thick walls, 6 feet thick walls. That would be so sick. I don't know. They're gonna have to figure out something. Apparently, they're making it so that you can. There's not going to be pillars anymore in the game, and you're going to be able to design your base however you want, and place walls down on a foundation in any degree. Or maybe it is just going to be on the sides. I don't know. They're trying a lot of new things. They're basically trying to make this as realistic or just as advanced as it can. So they're constantly adding new things. They got designers coming up with new ideas all the time, and it's going to be pretty sweet. So I hope you guys are enjoying the Rust gameplay, and if you guys have any things that you want to see every once in a while, just let me know. I'm going to try and pop on the experimental branch from time to time just to check out the changes that they've made and, you know, if they've done anything different. But they're constantly adding new things, so once they've made, like, you know, a few good changes, then I'll come back and check it out, record it, and, you know, explain it to you guys. We're so happy that we made our foundation dance floor. And then he's so happy. I love it when people jump because the arms flail around now. Or at least when they're moving. I don't know. They've tried adding new animations for the characters for running, moving, sitting, squatting, jumping, running, all sorts of crap. But then he runs off. This is the end of the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Lex Coupe saying, rate, comment, subscribe. Douche, skadoosh.